Well, well. You know, some Scarlet Violet base, Surging Sparks, and one pack of Aldea Evolved. Today, didn't get much. So I guess school was out for something this week, so apparently there were a bunch of people at the restock this week. Hardly able to get anything. Of course, I could have gone to, what do you call it, GameStop today and picked up some Paldean Fates and what have you. But didn't do it. Next weekend is a birthday celebration. And we'll see what we can do for that. Did, however, get one item for my birthday that the wife picked me up, which was a Lucy's backpack, the official replica from Fallout on Amazon. Did they make a small modification to it because this bedroll is technically supposed to go under here, and that unfortunately makes it to where you can't actually open up the backpack without having to undo this. So simple little addition. Went down to Tractor Supply, picked up a couple of leather dog collars, and it already had some pre-existing loops here. So all I did was run those two dog collars through those pre-existing D loops, and now I can store that. I can undo the straps here without having to worry about the blanket becoming a second problem. It just will stay there, can open it up, actually get into the backpack. So I was extremely happy that the wife got me this for the birthday month, I guess you say, week. Also came with the pure drinking water bottle, screen accurate. We'll get this out of the way and then start our pack opening. But thought I'd show that because, you know, last year, Christmas time, my wife got me the Nuka-Cola bottle, official Bethesda replica as well. Well, I guess technically it has never been seen on screen, or has it? No, I don't think it has. But she got me this game accurate glass bottle. I love it. So we're adding to the Fallout collection. Now I'm gonna have a hard time deciding which backpack to wear. I got the Fallout backpack, and we also got the Beware backpack. It's gonna be a tough decision. Anyways, we are in 869 packs of Surging Sparks that we have opened on the channel. I believe is what the last count was. I might be a little off because it's been a while since we've opened Surging Sparks. But just shy of 900 is what it'll be. Surging Sparks opened on the channel. Just shy of 900 packs. Got some base set today. Wouldn't mind adding another Gardevoir. Be nice. I don't think we have anything here though. Nope. Nope, it's alright though. Base set starting to pop up again at my local grocery stores, which is interesting. I forgot this is like the one set in Scarlet Violet that a white code card is possible. It doesn't designate anything different like Sword and Shield era. It's just the last, or the first and last set of Scarlet Violet that had white code cards. I don't know if it designated like a reprint or anything like that, but I mean, nobody was buying base set. Oh, I saw the Mega Halucha the other day on some of the stuff that they put out for, what is it, Legend Z8. That's a beastly looking old Halucha. I'll give him that. All right, let's see. My favorite, one of my favorites, probably my favorite set in Scarlet Violet, Paldea Evolved. Not because it's got the Magikarp in it or anything like that. We have one, but it has a lot of hits sprinkled throughout the set itself. Like, it just got some beautiful illustration rares. Yeah, but everybody just jumped onto that Shinji Kanda bandwagon. Like, we want the Magikarp. It's so awesome, and it's so hard to grade, and it's worth so much money. And it's like, yeah, it's a pretty card, but there's some other nice looking cards in that set. Just like this coming up. What do we got? Oh, Flamigo. I haven't got one of these in a while. Check it out. So yeah, there's this, the illustration rare set list in this is just so massive. I forget how many there are, and that's why it's so hard to pull that Magikarp, because there are just so many. It was one of the first sets that had so many illustration rares in the Scarlet Violet era. Granted, we have Black Bolt and White Flare now, and I guess technically each one of those has a large amount of illustration rares in it. But this is a pretty card. I love it. So Surging Sparks. Ugh. Surging Sparks is one of those. I hated this set. Because I opened up so much of it. I mean, we're over 860 packs. We gotta be, like, I think his last count was 869 opened. And the only cards that we wanted out of it initially was the Phanpy and the cast form, and I figured they're illustration rares. They're not special illustration rares. They're gonna be easy to get. You know? I was wrong. It took us 700 packs, over 700 packs to get the Phanpy, and over 750 to get the cast form. It was on my New Year's Eve stream. I was like, can we end the year with some good luck? I think I titled it something like that. And we got the cast form that night. Back-to-back alternatives. And, you know, third pack into the first ETB, if you've been around the channel. I'm sure my wife gets tired of hearing this story, but the third pack into the first ETB of Surging Sparks, we got the Pikachu special illustration rare. But yeah, it took us over 700 to get the Phanpy. And the other card that I really wanted, I don't know where I put her, Jasmine's Gaze special illustration rare. And when I saw the craze starting with Surging Sparks, like that's what started. I mean, can you guys believe it's been a year? And do you hear about Surging Sparks really anymore? No. Right? I mean, you hear about it every once in a while. But compared to what it was October of last year, I mean, it's been almost a year to the day that Surging Sparks came out and the big craze started. And everybody was losing their minds over Surging Sparks. Everybody wanted it. Everybody wanted the Pikachu. Jasmine. Oh, Jasmine's Gaze. The full art. But yeah, everybody was going crazy for it. All of a sudden, everybody wanted to jump into Pokemon and start collecting, and Pikachu was the obscene price at the time. And here we are a year later, and it's still like $300 and something. It's dropped like half the price, because like when Surging Sparks came out, everybody was like, oh my god, it's a $600 card. And you know what, we'll revisit the card here after the pack openings, and I guess we can kind of discuss it a little bit, because Yeah, we'll just discuss it after the pack opening. Rufflet, Gimme Gold, give me that cash, Gimlet, Armarouge, Yasmin. Oh, but going back to Jasmine's Gaze, I guess what I was getting to was the craze started. I called up the local game store. I picked up 2 booster boxes for myself and 1 ETB. The wife had picked up a booster box and an ETB for her and my stepdaughter. So we did 4 booster boxes and 3 ETBs in the house. And that was pre-release. Like, you know, Surgeon Sparks hadn't even released to most game stores at the time and hadn't even released the big box stores, right? So I was like, okay, we'll open it up. I got the Pikachu, and I was like, dang, I didn't get the Jasmine's Gaze that I wanted. We didn't get the Phanpy. We didn't get the Castform. So I'll call up the local game store that we normally get our stuff from. And it shouldn't be a problem. He had a whole bunch of it. So I call him up, and I'm like, hey, I'd like to get some more Surgeon Sparks. And he's like, I don't have any. He said, I don't know what happened, but it's all gone. Like, everybody just came in and started buying it like crazy. I don't know what happened. I said, okay. So after seeing that, and I called another local game store, they didn't have any as well. I was like, something is up. You know, I know it's a Pikachu. I know it's going to be popular, but something else is up. So went on eBay. I found the most cost-effective Jasmine's Gaze SIR that I could. And that was the first card I'd ever pre-ordered, right? Because I was like, man, I'm not going to be able to get enough Surgeon Sparks to open and continue to chase Jasmine's Gaze. We got the Pikachu out of the way. You know? Yes, we have the Paldean Fates Charizard. We have 2 151 Charizards. We have the Obsidian Flames Hyper and the Obsidian Flames Special Illustration Rare. So I guess it depends which Charizard you mean. There's so many Charizards. Also got Lance's Charizard. Also got the Charizard from, is it Crown Zenith? That I always forget about, where it's laying its head on Blaine. Oh, we got a special illustration rare. We sure do, and it's. Oh, is it? Oh man. Oh. 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 I hope. I hope it's what I think it is. If it is, it's big. If it's what I think it is. I'm hoping it's what I think it is. I don't know yet, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's to that guy. You're gonna think I'm crazy. uh, What'd I do with the stack of cards? We're just opening them, and I move stuff around, and I shuffle stuff around. I don't know what I did with the stack right now. I'm losing my mind. Oh, it's right here. This is the card that I called that I said I needed. I was telling somebody at the store, I said, the only reason I'm buying this Surgeon Sparks is because we just need the Latios to go with the Latios. Oh my G. And look, it's like, it's in really good shape. I was just telling somebody yesterday, I said, yeah, like the Surgeon Sparks just stayed on the shelves. It took forever, I guess, for it to finally disappear. Um, Nobody was really touching it. I guess it was like kind of like, I guess Surgeon Sparks has become like the constellation or constellation prize right now. But bam! Look at that. You wanted it, Yami. You said you well, because this is what just shy of 200. So I mean, if you get the set, I think you're looking at about maybe 230, 240 if you were have to pay out of pocket for both cards to. I want to say that's what the Valley's at. I think I want to say the Latios is still probably, or Latios is still probably about 40, between 40 and 50. And I want to say the Latios is just shy of 200. Second card in the set, right? So there it is. We just pulled it. I saw the 2 stars and I saw the red and I was like, oh man, I think it is what I think it is. Like what we wanted, what we were lacking. And sure enough, there it is. The Latios. So we got the pair now. We got the Pikachu, we got that. No, Moss rubbed that in my face. We don't have a gold Pikachu. You remember that time Moss called me up and he's like, or he messaged me, he's like, hey, I ran into him at Walmart. And I was like, hey, there's some Surging Sparks. I just got like, I forgot, I got like 20 packs of it. And I'd left some behind so other people could get some, right? And then Moss bought the last bit of Surging Sparks that was there that day. And then he messaged me and he's like, I got the gold Pikachu. And I was like, I knew I should have just bought all the packs there. Look, I mean, I spent $53 on 9 packs of Surging Sparks Wednesday. And yeah, that happened. That happened. You know, it only takes that 1 pack, right? I thought I saw some catch the light there. Like, no, don't tell me. Zangoose, Oricorio, Goldango, Magnezone. So we've done up close to 900 packs of Surging Sparks. And I never pulled the Jasmine's Gaze SIR. And we never pulled the Latios SIR till now. And you know, I sat there and I looked and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna pick up the Surging Sparks. And I was like, I have nothing to rip for the stream this weekend. So we only had 11 packs today total, right? And I was like, I don't know if I want to rip Surging Sparks. I have such a love-hate relationship with that. Like, I love to hate it, and it loves to hate me. We've opened up so much of it, but I was like, you know what? There was one other person there, a lady there, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get some Surging Sparks because I still need the Latios SIR, and you never know. Yeah, so that's all I'm lacking, really. The big one I'm lacking from there, because we have the Hydreigon. We have, I think the only one we're lacking is really the Alolan Executor from the Rainbow Border, because that's part of Paradise Dragona. That was part of Paradise Dragona and Super Electric Breaker, right? So that would be in Surging Sparks. It's hard to remember every single card and what set they come out of. So I think that's the only rainbow bordered one that we're missing. And I know it's not much. I think it's like under $30. Oh, Lesselia. Oh my God. I forgot about Lisselia's appeal. Lycia's appeal. We need the special illustration for Lycia's appeal. And we only got 1 pack left. It's because I didn't ask for it. I asked for the Latios. I was like, I need Latios. So I didn't ask for Lycia. You know what? The Durant. Yeah, the Durant's dropped a lot. But the thing about the Durant is, in order to make it really like cool, I guess you could say, or like really make it stand out, is you got to have at least three of them. I think you got to have at least three Durants lined up next to each other. Oh, no, was Moss looking for that? No. You need to have at least three of them, line them up side by side by side, and it's like the match. You gotta come marching in, you know, little song. But well, that was it. That was it. That's all we had for this week. Next week's the big birthday week. So hopefully some of the big stores. I got a lot of stuff trading for Magic. I got a lot. Well, I'd say a lot, but I mean it feels like I've got quite a bit to trade in to try to get some more stuff. So so what started the current boom, right? This card right here with this set that we just finished opening up, Surging Sparks. I still stand by my thought that the Japanese Super Electric Breaker Special Art Rare is undervalued. Look at that sunburst coming across. The texture on this one in person is also much nicer. Here's the English Special Illustration Rare Twerkachu. Where's the flare? Where's the sunburst? Where's it at? Where's the camera, flare? We forgot it. It stayed in Japan. Land of the rising sun. Here in the United States, yeah, we don't got that, guys. We're fresh out. Deal with it. So, Super Electric Breaker, Pikachu, I believe, super undervalued compared to the English one. But that's what started the current craze. I mean, whatever. I just, I think the Japanese one needs to be a higher value. Now, granted, it's technically an easier pull in Japanese because, Super Electric Breaker was its own set. Paradise Dragona was its own set. So that was half of the Surging Sparks card list, right? So when you're doing when you got those kinds of numbers involved, it's like, well, it's technically half a set. The chances of you getting a specific SAR that you're hunting for, it's easier to do in a Japanese box, in a sense. It's also harder to do because their SRs, their rares or secret rares, take up the spot of a SAR or a special illustration rare, right? So sometimes you open one of those up in your box, like it would be in our version, it would be a full art. Like this in Japanese would be considered an SR. So there goes your big pulls in the box. That's it, right? And the eyes. Look at the eyes. The eyes in the Japanese one are much flashier. So, and then, we had two of these guys from Prismatic. I got rid of them because I was still really salty about that. That we pulled every single gold card out of Prismatic, and the first gold card we pulled two of these gold Pikachus in an all EV set with 32 SIRs. How do you go pull hyper rares out of heavy or a hyper rare Pikachu out of a heavy EV set. Didn't make any sense to me. And then all of a sudden, everybody started loving the crowns because the crowns meant money. I guess I don't know. You know, it just the market felt weird after that. It was hard to really try to figure out what to hold on to, what not to hold on to. So I've just been holding on to just about everything. Only big thing I've gotten rid of recently was the Cynthia's Garchomp because I didn't care for it. I preferred Lily and Acereola. I like Acereola over there. But there it is. Yeah. That happened. You know, our pools have been kind of bad lately. I would say the Ivysaur was probably the biggest pool that we've had in a while as far as what I've been wanting to like personally chase. Like I don't even know what I do with them. Oh, this guy. Technically he's a big pool, but I don't want this guy, right? So technically not a big pool in my book. This was a bigger pool than this in my mind because I wanted this. I didn't want this. Not from the same set, but what I'm saying, like when I was opening Destined Rivals, I wanted Misty Psyduck, Misty's Lapras. That's all I wanted, and I couldn't get them. I got Cynthia's Garchomp and Team Rocket's Mewtwo instead. I got rid of Cynthia and I got Lily because Mega's so hard to come by right now for me. Everybody keeps buying it before I can get it, so I was reduced to opening Surging Sparks. Oh no, no, not Surging Sparks. And then this beautiful Paldea evolved card. That's what we got today. Look at that. Look at that. Not a bad little day of rips. I mean, 11 packs today is all we had. And we did better with those 11 packs than we did with, like, I guess financially, than we did with those 18 packs of Mega last week, plus whatever else we opened up. Saved ourselves about $150. Don't have to buy that one now. And we got the matching set. And in other news, I won an auction for Gloom out of Aquapolis. Because I'm a Gloom collector. I still can't believe it. The Crown Zenith one has started my Gloom collection, where it's falling out of the tree. So that same exact artist had done a Gloom sleeping in a tree. Right? And then the Crown Zenith one, same exact artist, you know, it rolled over in its sleep and it's fallen out of the tree. So I wanted that card for a while and I kept trying to track it down in person. I couldn't. Well, finally, I said, you know what? I broke down. I found one that looked like a decent copy on eBay. And I won the auction, so it's being shipped to me. And hopefully we have it by next stream so I can show it off next to the card that started the Gloom collection. And with that in mind, you know, Magic the Gathering, I'll talk about it on the channel every once in a while, and you know that I've been around since the beginning. The Alpha and Beta, Revised, 3rd edition, Tempest, Weatherlight, all that good stuff. So, I was like, there's one card I need back in my life. And I'm going to warn you now, this is a card that I feel Magic the Gathering Wizards of the Coast could probably never do this day and age. I don't think they could get away with doing it. It would be probably, people would be up in arms about it, saying, oh, it's inappropriate. This was the 90s, man, so things were different. You know, you had all your, coming out of the late 80s, you had all your high fantasy, Red Sonja, Conan, Beastmaster, you know, all those kinds of high fantasy from the 80s where you had some over the top kinds of costumes, right? So stuff like that was okay. And then coming into the 90s, you know, a lot of it was still deemed appropriate. But nowadays, I don't think Wizards of the Coast could get away with printing a card like this. So I had to have it back in the collection. I used to have it in the black border. I don't remember, it was beta. I think it was probably beta. This is revised. Saw it. I said, you know what? 23 cents. I think it's what I paid. $1.19 shipping. I paid more in shipping. I paid 5 times the amount to have it shipped to me than what the card was valued at. But it's one of those ones that it's stuck in my mind. So I had to have it for those nostalgia factors. But anyways, guys, I guess we did good today. Awesome. Happy to see that. Thanks for joining me this afternoon. I'll be on Diablo 2 here in a little bit streaming. Working on my sorceress. She's 84. I got to get her 85. Been hunting the level 85 item area. So we'll do a little bit of mindless grinding on that. You know, just running around, killing things, looting the loot, trying the level. Like I always say, I hope you're having a good life and living it to the fullest. And remember, tomorrow's a new day. Thank y'all for joining me.